Welcome back, guys, to Metaphor ReFantazio, where last episode, after dispatching some soldiers following us, we entered the Nord mines to find more rushing at us, swatting them aside until we came across Captain Klinger, who had orchestrated events not only back at the northern border fort, but at Leon Stroll's home that took his family member's life, with the admission leading to Leon's awakening to the warrior archetype. Defeating the fanatic, we made a bond with our partners. We were pulled into the Akadaemia. We first made a bond with Gallica to obtain the mage archetype, before then bestowing Grius with an archetype of his own, as we now check out this mysterious place where more exists. By talking to more in Akademia and studying archetypes, you'll be able to unlock and then use new archetypes. You can gain useful strategic knowledge by attending Moore's lectures, or by reading books from the surrounding bookshelves. New features in the main menu. Changing archetypes now available. Equipment. Awaken Steel. Archetypes that have been studied in Akademia can be swapped in town or dungeons at any time. Changing them to suit your needs is a good strategy. Royal virtues as well. You can now check the status of your royal virtues, the qualities necessary in a king, from the main menu. You can raise these virtues in many ways.
What now?
Follower. Forge bonds. Okay. Is there any way to... Oh, ability details. Mage Enlightenment reduces the mag cost of studying the mage lineage. Oh, for one extra rank I could have spent less? Voice follows can now be heard even from far away. Followers echoes. And more skills in the future. So again, the mag cost goes down for the second level. When Stroll attacks a human type monster, critical rate increases. More will give us... Reduces the mag cost of studying the Seeker lineage, and Silence skill increases skill inheritance slots for the Seeker... Skill inheritance slots? For the Seeker lineage to 2. And Moore's Magic Igniter, the archetype tree becomes accessible from the main menu. Okay. And I guess we haven't actually put my hands to you yet, old sir. Just like we thought we gained some extra gear there. A captain's uniform, endurance up and agility up. So you're wearing it already, are you? I should probably just have that on you and then have change shoes equipment. Oh, did you automatically equip it when you switched? Oh, I guess that makes sense. He auto-switched. For the Innocent Sword, an unremarkable sword given by Moore, a Legacy Sword, which is what I've currently got equipped, which is exactly the same. Slash Protagonist only. And a Soldier's Sword, which increases power a little bit more. And you can't... So you start with a base weapon. And you go up from there. Interesting. Fairly old and intended as a decoration. I guess the soldier's sword makes sense to change to then. I see the others are higher defense value, but they're less evasion value. Yeah, so they auto-equip stuff as they go about. We also managed to get stuff like horsehide gloves from places. I've no clue where. But I think they're already equipped, aren't they? So just switching auto-equips the strongest stuff available. That's a thing to look at. Quest, calendar, memorandum. Look forward. Oh no! This menu's totally opened up now. Royal funerals in a week. Wait, lies? Well, no, correct, but a week is 5 days. So, still a week, but actually 5 days. So, saying a week out loud makes everyone think 7 days. It's just more weeks. Flames Day, Warder's Day, Arbor's Day, Metals Day, and Idol's Day. End of mourning period. A fair mourning period, 11 days worth. Special discounts? Quest, render A, that's the quest we got on. We look at our feat for that. Party making ready. May as well have a look at the place while we're here, you know? It's a very flashy little thing, isn't it? It's my hand. Got very good nails. It's everyone's hands. Weathered. Scarred. And now we can do the most important thing of all. A cat.
That's a good kitty. Hmm?
Don't usually see this kind of cat in the city, huh?
This cat, you see.
Cute, isn't he? I named him Plateau. He's the only solace I have as I'm confined here.
Hmm?
Looks like Plateau wants to give me something. A hero's incense. I obtained a hero's incense.
That's a good boy.
Oh, looks like he's taking a shine to you. That's a valuable item, so do hold on to it. Thanks, good kitty.
What now?
What's a hero's incense? Increases archetype experience by 100, so it's a level up for our archetype. His fur is so soft and clean. Makes me curious how he takes care of it. Alright, this is a spinning model over here.
Oh, yeah?
It spins around. Is it a toy? Awfully big if so.
This right here.
That's a celestial globe. It models the movement of the stars. Astronomy is often confused with the study of magic. Times being what they are, the association means both fields are being suppressed. Quite a shame. Lots of things to check out. Mystical scrolls. Scrolls has shapes of a language I've never seen before. It must be some kind of formula. It says the royal magic at the top.
That is...
That's a formula for a rather complex spell. When mages devise such intricate magic, they commit the formula to scrolls in advance. What? Hold on, are you saying the king himself wrote this? Why would it be here of all places? I couldn't begin to tell you. Perhaps the previous king had his reasons for imprisoning me here after all. I would love to decipher its contents, but it will take a good amount of time. It's written in a script I've never laid eyes on before. But before you go, there's just one thing. Would you mind taking a look at the very end of the scroll?
What's this?
This drawing.
Take a look.
Indeed, it's no more than a simple illustration, but do you not think it bears some resemblance to the Seeker archetype? Moreover, it bears a caption. Mysteriously enough, of all the language therein, that is the only part I am able to pass. It says Olizandri. Like the name of a person. Unmistakably so, though I could not begin to tell you why I feel so certain. A person's name?
Hang on a second.
Well, that's certainly a mystery on top of an enigma. Makes me wonder what it says.
Adieu.
Should you learn anything new, I would appreciate it very much if you share it with me. Please examine the scroll whenever you've learned new truths. I am the truth. I am the truth. Change the game. Oh, I can save in here. I am the Seeker. It's exactly how I look at. Bit when I'm a bit older. Wear the hat to make it so you know I'm not bold, really. I can go up the ladder too. Oh, let's check out everything in here. Which book should I read? Oh my goodness. Yielding turns. Allowing your allies to take action instead and leaving yourself vulnerable may seem futile at first glance, but you'll find it lends many strategic possibilities. Try to consider the many aspects of battle, such as the order of turns, advantages against the enemy, and the state of your allies when deciding your actions. These are probably tutorials that are coming during the game as well. You will only consume a half turn. That's exactly what we expect. This could be useful when the current character's skills are not effective against the enemy, or when you want to give a character with recovery magic another action. And guarding formations has already seen negated attacks. Let's see. If you lose the ability to attack, the enemy will quickly gain the upper hand. When confronting an unfamiliar enemy, due caution is warranted. Normally an action consumes one turn icon, but the results of the action can change the amount of consumption. If the attack is nullified or evaded, the number of turn icons consumed is doubled. So it's not your total turn goes, but yeah, still 2 icons. If an attack is reflected or absorbed... Oh, no. Oh, yeah, the worst... It's exactly like it. Never mind. All turn icons are lost and the turn forcibly ends. Okay, let's not get reflected or absorbed. Let's avoid that like the plague. Status ailments. Some monsters inflict lasting conditions called status ailments. It's wise to know their effects, of course, but even better to have the means of remedy close to hand. Right, types of ailments can be physical or mental. It is possible to be afflicted with both types at once. Interesting. Physical status ailments persist even after a battle ends. Mental status ailments automatically recover when a battle ends. Okay, so we can get poison. I guess that's physical, same as, well, it says up above. Paralysis, high chance of failing in action. Malady is strength, magic, endurance, agility, and luck are greatly reduced. Additionally, HP and MP recovery effects are nullified, with recovery amounts becoming 0. Oh, amazing. Hex, half of any damage dealt is dealt to self as well. Additionally, while afflicted, resistance to dark is greatly reduced and susceptibility to status ailments is greatly increased. Some of these ailments sounds horrific. Burn additional damage is taken after being attacked, and frostbite attack damage is greatly reduced. Alright, the mental side of things, we got days for hit rate goes down. Charm, characters act on their own attacking allies or assisting enemies, absolutely terrible. Especially if they can chuck items, we'll find out. Forget, character cannot use archetype skills. Sleep, characters cannot take any actions and any physical attacks suffered are always criticals. Rage, characters' higher attack tower, but damage from enemies is greatly increased. All actions become normal weapon attacks. And anxiety. Anxiety is a key phrase in this game so far. An ally-only ailment, preventing the use of archetype skills. If attacked while afflicted, the enemy will not consume a turn icon. Oh, what the hell? That's horrible. Oh, just attack that guy until he dies. Make sure it's AoE attacks, right? Oh, why would it work off AoE attacks? That's horrible. And it can only happen to me and I can't put it on them? Stun an enemy-only ailment, they cannot act for 1 turn. Oh, thank you for that. I guess that's the one they get back. Bloomin' hell. Overpowering the enemy utterly can be a source of immense growth. At times, it's good to wield all your powers in full force to test your own limits. Unscathed triumphs give bonus experience. Anything else we haven't learned from over here? Archetype Tactics Handbook. Archetypes cannot realize their true potential on individual strength alone. Strategies must account for attack, support, recovery, teamwork, and formation. Naturally, optimal strategies require first grasp in the fundamentals, yet some battles demand a team of singular specialization and boldness in planning. Party formation tips. I think we've kind of already got that. You can arrange archetypes to counteract enemy strengths and strike enemy weaknesses. Cultivate your archetypes strategically so you may employ a wide range of battle strategies. Oh, okay. It goes away once you've looked at them once. 1 book in there. Invasion? Enemy reinforcements? Remember that your foes also have a grasp of teamwork. Charging blindly into a well-tuned enemy group can lead to easily preventable loss of life. After a squad battle has ended, nearby enemies may show up as reinforcements to continue the fight. Also, wielding weapons specifically? A channeled archetype's power has a significant impact on the effect of any gear or weapons equipped. Each weapon category offers their own attack range and agility. Once you understand the dynamics of archetypes in combat gear, success will come easier. So while in dungeons, the protagonist's method of attack depends on his weapon and can be changed by switching the archetype. Different archetypes change both the actions available to you and the protagonist's attack range. Oh. What else is in here? Okay, we can't just leave from this bit. The Book of Apocalypse? Do I want to read that? Oh, it's locked up.
What's this?
What's with this ominous red book? It's all chained up.
That is...
I advise you don't touch that. I have a variety of books here from all over the world. Many of them are quite pleasant reads. That one is not. Oh. Suffice it to say, it must not be read without due precaution. So it's like some kind of like... No, it wouldn't surprise me if it's like some kind of super boss just wrapped up right in here. Research notes merchant? Faker? Brawler? Gunner? Healer? It's locked, but I don't think I can read it. Okay. Archetype Advancement Handbook. Why not have a look at this too? We'll be told, but maybe we won't be told, and this is our only chance to look. To grow in power and versatility, an archetype must be channeled as you fight your foes. Right, we get A experience by actively channeling our guys. Kind of enough we knew. Archetype stats. Each archetype has its own set of unique parameters, but so do all who channel them. The sum of these numbers is the total measure of one's strength in combat. Each archetype has its own set of parameters. These are added to a character's base parameters, and the sum determines their stats in battle. It's worth noting this means some abilities can lose value depending on the archetype channeled. Oh, so it doesn't, like, do they grow then? In that sense of they get stats while we level up? You may seek even more powerful forms of each archetype. To study them, one must grow closer with certain supporters and cultivate the original archetype. Each archetype has at least one stronger, more advanced form. They can be studied after achieving a higher rank with its corresponding follower. However, studying an advanced archetype will require both mag and ranking up the base archetype high enough. I'm assuming that those bonuses that lower the mag thing are going to be quite handy for us in that regard. Right, these are the research notes for the things we've got already. In times of yore, there lived heroes who sought relentlessly to unravel the secrets of magic. Their souls together formed the power of the mage. Among them, the adept who grasps and at ultimate power, I dub the wizard, and the elite who commands the elements, I dub the elemental master. So those are the tiers. In addition, another elite form making use of dark magic is known to exist. Truly, the mage archetype has unparalleled command of affinity-based magic. Mages devote themselves fully to mind and magla. While the mind is powerful, it must kneel before pure strength at times. Let no mage forget this truth.
Oh, yeah?
So it's a great archetype for hitting enemy weak points with powerful magic, but it can't really dish out damage or take much punishment. So you can tell us stuff like that. The warrior archetype. There lived heroes who sought nothing less than perfection with a sword. Their souls together form the power of the warrior. Among them, the adept who slays hordes, I dub the sword master, and the elite disciple of the blade, I dub the samurai. The warrior archetype imparts peerless skills with a sword. Its devotees belong on the front lines, punishing their foes with brutal slashing swings. But a sword's purpose is ultimately as a weapon, and it is not weapons alone that decide a battle's victor. Let no warrior forget this truth. So this archetype has really good attack and defense, and their value comes from attacking in the front row. But they're not very versatile beyond the sword. The Seeker as well. Times of yore, there lived heroes who ventured into unknown lands in pursuit of their ideals. Their souls together formed the power of the Seeker. This was not just one legendary hero. Across many lands and eras, those intrepid spirits who sought greater heights on the Seeker's path have borne that alias. Among them, the adept who pursues a magical path, I dub the Magic Seeker. Oh, okay. And the elite who seeks the deepest truths of the soul, I dub the Soul Hacker.
Whoa.
So the Seeker archetype is a whole sequential lineage. The Seeker archetype does not excel at anyone's skill, but it bears the specialities of many other heroes who can perform any task. A jack of all trades is the master of none. Let no Seeker forget this
I
truth.
see.
I get it, so it's easy to use, but that's not enough to fight alone. I guess fighting with specialized allies might be the thing that draws out its true power. It does have the buffs as well. Knight, Thief, Mass, Dancer, Summoner, Berserker. Nothing hidden back here by the look of it. I think we've checked out the place now. More or less.
Please, do make yourselves comfortable.
I can have a lecture?
What would you care to know?
What would you like to know more about? Oh, the stuff we've already heard about, really.
Does this...
You want to know about cats? Ah, about that cat in particular, huh? Oh, you knew exactly what I wanted to know about. I'm afraid he's a mystery to me too, dear as he is. When I woke in this place, he was already here. Oh, okay.
That's a good boy.
But he eases my mind. Petting him helps this place feel less lonely. Indeed, I feel as if I've known him all my life, for whatever reason. Who is the cat? Who is the cat? What is the cat? Right, now how do I leave? Oh, royal virtues! Oh, look at that. Courage. I'm craven, suppose. What? How can I be craven? I'm naive for wisdom. I'm inflexible for tolerance. My eloquence is you've got me tongue-tied. And my imagination is vapid. That's probably true for me, to be totally fair. And it comes out as a crown, does it? The spikes are going to emerge from my head. I feel like what should be the first one I raise? I mean, I feel I should be more wise. If I'm going to be playing magic. Wait, how do I leave? Let me out! Let me out! Oh, it's probably you. Stand still. Stand still. Let me talk to you.
This place.
What is this place? Is it a dream? Oh, there's a door right there. If it is, it's a very vivid one. There's a door right here.
My young friend, you are truly as remarkable as I first believed. Others fated to awaken to their own power will be naturally drawn to you. To reach the lineage of power's greatest potential, you must acquire more archetypes and bring them together. After all, a hero without allies is nothing more than a lone dissenter. To save the many, you must learn to fight with the power of many. Only a champion of the people may awaken the power of heroes, and with it, seize a future of their own making. When next you come to see me, I hope it shall be of your own volition. Open my book, then let your imagination conjure this place anew, as vividly as you can make it. I'm sure that will be enough to reunite us. As long as you walk your path, I shall faithfully watch over you. May we meet again.
I enjoyed exploring there. How long have I been out?
What? Where are we?
You two all right there? Looked as if you were in some kind of trance.
Trance? Wait. Have we been here this whole time?
It was strange. As if I felt something in the air. My senses sharpened near tenfold. It reminded me of my old days studying magic.
What? So that wasn't a dream. Grius, that's probably his power. You studied back at the Sanctum, right? I know you couldn't get the hang of it then, but I think we might have just awakened it.
I told the two about the term archetype and the gist of what I learned.
Awakened it? But that... Who are you people? The truth, if you would.
Look, in all honesty, we barely know any more than you do. But the short version is, well, I think you can use that power now.
I think you might be right. The way it feels is... Well, this is magic, eh? I'd all but given up on it, but... Fate had other plans, it seems. Enough. We must move on. There is far to go still. And lad, I follow your lead now, at least when it comes to how we use these skills in battle. We haven't the luxury of time to train with magic.
Same here. You've clearly got a sense for this, and I'd rather make myself useful than muddle your strategies.
Okay, auto battling and tactical orders. You can now give instructions to your allies during battle. Yay! During battle, you can also use R3 to engage in auto battle, causing your party to fight according to your tactics settings. To change your auto battle tactics during battle, press L1 to access the order view. Outside of battle, find them under tactics in the party section of the main menu.
We've 5 days until the funeral. That's precious little time, and we'd best not waste it.
Okay.
Look,
Look over there, it's a ghost chair!
What's up?
Oh, it's you! What's the matter? Moore's right there.
Huh?
Moore, is that a person? I see no one there. So no one else really sees him. Maybe we're the only ones who can go to that room. Oi, are you all right?
Pardon?
I saw a dead miner and assumed there'd been some accident, but looking at it now, that isn't the case at all. It was the military, honest. What business would they have in a place like this? Hold on, don't tell me they're after the miners.
Hold on.
Wait, how did you get in here? I'm certain the entrance and exit was sealed off by soldiers. Soldiers? I didn't see anyone. Only one I saw was that pasty fellow who looked like some kind of general. You mean Klinger? But we left him splayed out over there.
huh?
What? He's gone. We didn't double tap him? Now we must go after him. It'll be bad for us if he returns with reinforcements.
No.
Leave him be. He has no one else left, I wager. He was bluffing about sealing off the exits. On top of that, he failed to finish us off. We won't be able to return to Luis as anything but a disgrace.
Sure.
You're right. Let's leave him be, at least for now. It's not like he can go back to the military either after what he said to us. I have no idea what this is all about, but I'm relieved. I was worried everybody would be dead in here. I'm going to be around for a while. If you need anything, you know where to ask. You sell things for a high markup. Entrance to Akadaemia. The protagonist and Gallica can see more in dungeons or towns. Interact with him to take a moment, read your novel, and transport to Akadaemia. Traveler's Voices, Dungeons. Use the middle paddy thing to see... Is there an actual legitimate name for that? For the many games now, it's like... Use pad to see what level other players were at and what party formations they used when they cleared the dungeon you were challenging. Okay, I'm not connected online, so I wouldn't know. When selecting information review, you can also change your party formation to reflect other players. The hints and tips category, you could say. We made it, but Klinger really got one over on us, didn't he? A little bit. Just legged it all of a sudden.
Where to?
Yeah, but wait, there's at least one item to get on the way. You didn't have the troops to secure the entrance and exit. Thinking about it now, I should have seen right through his bluff. It was my duty to protect you in Gallica. I regret to admit my judgment is dulled, and so I felled both of you. And we're not children. You're right. I suppose now I'm the one being told what to do when it comes to fighting. Hit the enemy. Time to learn that power of yours. I'll leave you to lead the battle.
Let's go.
If we can get past this point, we'll soon find the road to Grand Trad. We can't be late for the royal funeral. Let's hurry. Hit the enemy is all I wish of you, buddy.
Now, where was I?
I can sense that man's presence, so I can only just go straight back. I was wondering if I could have a chat. Damn it, we can't let Klinger get away. Let's should be patient for now.
Yeah.
You're right, we don't have time for distractions. Above all, the mission is our priority right now. We must reach Grand Trad before the royal funeral. Besides, if Luis is the mastermind behind all of this, there's only one thing for me to accomplish.
Oh, definitely.
He must be assassinated. I will do everything I can to make that happen. I'll continue to count on you. I don't think we will be able to do it somehow. These minor blokes and I go way back. I've known them since before the mountain was closed. That's why I can't stand it, when my mate's being dead. I'm sorry for involving him. Wasn't us, soft? I don't think we hold the blame. We couldn't help him. It ain't your fault. Mining is dangerous to begin with, and they were doing it illegally. They all knew something like this might happen. And I'm just as guilty for helping them. I suppose things were destined to end this way. I should take the hint and close up shop. Yes, I've decided. If I'm quitting, then I might as well go out with a bang. Even my secret stash is on sale now. I'm even clearing out my stock of weapons and armor, typically reserved for just my regulars. Help me out and buy it all, yeah? It depends. Cheaper? They defied authority and mined illicitly. They were all prepared for something like this to happen. Fortunately, I have a bit of money left from what I've earned. Perhaps I'll start a legitimate trade with the rest of my mates. You're saying this ain't legitimate? You're saying... Some ice chunks here. What's that about? Acacia rod. It's a weapon to gain that's straight for casting. 2 strong weapons. And some quite a bit stronger magic +1. Pilgrim's Cloak, defense 50. Do I change already or not?
Thank you.
What now?
So I can only change if I go back to the thingy? Oh, no, there we go.
I'll show you the essence of truth.
Maybe it'd be a good idea to change and just level up a bit so I can get a couple of sales.
Welcome.
I mean, I don't have a lot of things to sell for cash money at this point, but now I'm going to sell that stupid apple, which might be a regret. It might be a regret. I'm assuming if we get the attack, we're not really going to be meleeing anyway, but that might affect my spell attack, maybe? It is the question. And that said, to be totally honest with you, I feel like getting these 2 weapons would be good first.
No harm in it.
Can increase your defense and increase my magic a little bit more.
Yeah.
Right, so where else do I go? Buy Cocket. A stylish hat adorned with bird feathers. Magic +1. You get strength +1 on miner's gloves. And leg guards that increase some stuff. I'm a full spellcaster now. I've already chased over. Bone Vest would be pretty good because it would be a massive defense increase for one of our guys. 15, supposedly. And I won't get the rod at the moment. That's the stuff we can sell. Oh, here's incense only costs 1. I guess I'll have to come back if I want that. Much obliged. You lot take care of yourselves, yeah? Don't be sure about restocking if you're running low on supplies. I'm a mage now with fire spells, and that's about it. Wait, is there a quest thing here? Okay, so maybe I'll regret that. I don't know. I'm only actually putting that on because this guy sold ice things, and I'm like, oh, okay. Is there something I need to use ice on up front? That was nearly it for me.
I'm sorry.
So why you got dragged into all of this? Most of the guards' soldiers aren't unhinged maniacs, if it helps. Right, considering you're apologizing, I guess you aren't the bad guys. You see why Klinger stooped to using hostages as bait, a worthless captain, but he certainly had a knife for new recruits. Surefire tactic against your like. I'm heartily ashamed. Aside, you're not passing through these caves, are you? You best turn back now, if so. Something nasty in the air lately. There's gelatinosis jiggling around in there. They're not just little jellies anymore, they're downright dangerous. Try chase them away, but a blade doesn't do much to them. Fire's our best shot, or getting someone with an igniter to blast them. Oh, I just changed to fire, didn't I? Didn't used to be so many of them around. Now there's so many we might never clear them out. This place is a right monster's den these days. All I'm saying is it's a long way to the other end of the mountain. No man could get through that unscathed.
But
The king's funeral is upon us. We haven't the time to look for other routes.
Yeah.
Not much else we can do then, but we should at least make sure we can use some magic.
Oh.
If that's true, then it'd be dangerous. We should restock our healing supplies then. I didn't really do that. Deeper inside's a real monster's den, I tell you. You've got to mind those gelatinosis in particular. They're so blobby the swords won't cut through them. If you run into one, I suggest you set it on fire and chase it off. Did you say more than one thing? Okay, you only say the one thing.
Hi.
I wouldn't go any further if I were you. The mining areas felt strange lately. Not just monsters, there's some dangerous magla crystal that mesmerizes them, or so the others claim. I thought it may be a superstition, but either way, it's not normal. Just be on your guard. It really wanted me to change someone to mage at this point, didn't it? How much does a grand iron sell for?
welcome.
800?
Now then.
Alright, let's buy the bony vest for a certain someone here.
Ooh.
55. Your defense is up a little higher. You've got good weaponry. This Casey rod does strike damage as well, so maybe that'll be a good win. Could also buy something else for extra strength or even extra defense or endurance agility to make sure people hit with even more defense. I think this guy misses too much, so I'm going to give it to you.
Thank you.
I'm probably going to regret using this much money, but you know, whatever.
Now.
I'd rather be equipped for what's ahead than not, especially when it's my first port of call for equipment.